So I want to apologize in advance for any background noise that you guys may hear because I am filming live on set, so you may pick up some noises in the background. So I want to apologize for that up front, but listen closely and I promise you guys are going to get some amazing tips. Hey you guys, it's Melanie and welcome back to Living Luxuriously for Less, where we celebrate, decorate, and enjoy everyday life for less. So in today's video, I want to share with you guys a few tips for preparing for a bridal show or any type of marketing event for your business. If you're not in event planning, I still believe that the tips that I'm going to share with you guys will be beneficial to market your business or your event or your social media. Is you want to look at the demographics for your event. And so once you look at your demographics, you can kind of tell what kind of brides, what kind of grooms, you can kind of know what to expect and how you want to market your business or how you want to design your booth. So for example, I did a bridal show a few weeks ago and I knew that the brides in that particular bridal show they're going to be more over the top. And so I did more over the top designs. For this one, I knew that the brides would be more simple, more simplistic, but yet very beautiful, refined, and elegant. And so I made sure that my design matched that aesthetic as well. So with this one, we did very few florals, we did lots of candles, and people absolutely loved it. So the first thing is understanding your demographics and marketing your business in a way that is going to be pleasing and appealing to that demographic. Okay, so once you understand your demographic and you have started coming up with your design for your booth, you want to make sure that you have something that's going to stand out, something that's going to be a showstopper, whether it is, you want something that's going to captivate your audience, whether that is the way you're dressed for the afternoon, whether it is a color that you're using, some type of new equipment that you're going to be introducing, whatever that is, make sure you incorporate that into your booth. So if you're a DJ and you have some new funky lights that you want to display, definitely put those things on display. If you are an event planner or designer and you have some new inventory, you definitely want to put those things on display. If you are a caterer and you have some new chafing dishes or a new dish that you want to try, these type of shows, trade shows and bridal shows are the perfect time for you to put that particular item on display so that you're presenting something new to your audience and to your potential customers, your future customers. So definitely take that one thing and then you want to build your entire theme around that thing. So my third and final tip is that once you have that one item that you want to showcase and you picked your design, you picked that, you understand your demographics, you want to pull all those things together to kind of tell a seamless story from start to finish. Once your clientele walks by, even if, with this current generation, a lot of the people in this generation are very hesitant to actually talk to people. So having a QR code on your sign is huge because they can just go there, scan it, and fill out the information. And having a system like Honeybook that will take them through an automated process for signing up is huge. It's bigger than you can ever realize. And so having those things in place are huge. And then for people that enjoy talking, you want to make sure that you represent yourself and you represent your brand accordingly. So for me, I like to kind of match my decor. Those are things that I do to represent my brand. But whatever you feel comfortable doing, representing your brand, do that thing. Having a QR code versus business card is huge these days because of COVID. People don't want to really hand out things. So having a sign that is present where you can actually walk up and scan something and it pops up right there on your phone. Not only is it a cost saver and a time saver, but you're capturing so many people that you wouldn't capture if they were waiting to fill out a form or doing something that's more time consuming where only 1 or 2 people can do it at a time. If you're doing it on their phone, you can have 25 brides or 30 brides that are filling, or 35 clients filling it out at one time through having that QR code. And again, you don't have to worry about printing out sheets. You don't have to worry about going back home and re-entering that information again because everything is already there for you, which makes it very, very it makes it much easier for you to capture that information and to secure those individuals as a client. Okay, you guys, so those are my 3 tips for preparing for a bridal show definitely check out the venue, check out the size, understand what size your booth is, what size your table is, and pre-design your entire space so that when you are setting up for the bridal show, you don't have to worry about like running back and getting things that you forgot. Another thing that I want to point out here is to use things that are already in your inventory. Try not to go out and buy a bunch of new things to keep your budget down, because you're already paying to enter the show, and you already have like costs and things like that associated with it. So definitely keep those things in mind when you are entering a bridal show or a trade show. Another thing that you want to remember is your giveaways. Some people have like little ink pens with like their logo on it and things like that. For me, I like to give away something tangible that the bride or the groom may want. So I did a free throne chair rental or a free flower wall rental, and those things were really a big hit for us. So definitely keep that in mind as well. And finally, one of the other things that I wanted to mention is that when you're doing your overall design, you want to make sure that you keep it very simple but very impactful, so that when you're breaking down, you think about that entire process of, you know, breaking down. You don't want the design to be so elaborate that it takes you forever to set up and break down. And then bring things like the foldable wagons that I shared with you guys on Amazon Live. Bring those things to help, you know, transport your items in and out of the venue, because the different carts may be taken or the venue may not have them available at all. And so in order to do that, you want to make sure you bring those foldable wagons and different things like that I shared in my Amazon Live, and I'll link that video as well so you guys can see all of the things that we use. But you want to definitely make sure that you get those items to make it a lot easier to transport your decor or any of your trade show things in and out of the venue. Okay guys, so this is what our area looked like before. Just wanted to kind of show it to you guys before. And here is what it looked like after. So overall, the only thing we invested in were the florals, the backdrop draping, the lights, the candelabras, the linens, the chairs. All of these were things that we already had in our inventory, and we did not have to go out to spend a ton of money to make this happen. Remember, doing a bridal show or any type of trade show is an investment, but you want to really minimize that investment, because if you don't book any clients from that show, then you're not going to, essentially not going to get a return on your investment. So for me, I tried to keep my investment as low as, you know, one rental or booking one client. So if I rent 2 chairs for $200 and then the florals only cost me $200, then essentially I have made my money back that I have invested on the show. I know that a lot of people go out, they spend thousands of dollars, they don't get a return on investment, and then they get, you know, really frustrated about doing shows in the future. But as for me, by me keeping my return, keeping my initial investment really low, I'm almost always guaranteed a return on investment, even if it's something way down the road. And so that is the number one thing that I really want to emphasize with you guys. You want to invest your money on your placement. We were one of there were only 3 venues that were, as you enter in and exit out of the bridal show ballroom, and because we were only one of those 3 businesses, you know, we were guaranteed to be seen as you went in and as you came out. So definitely, you know, place your money on your positioning in that space so that you can be easily seen by potential brides or potential clients, and then let your other things that you invest in be something that you can use later, and let those disposable items, the things that you invest in that are disposable, let those be few and far between. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this before and after, and how the entire setup turned out. It was absolutely gorgeous. Because I studied my demographics and my future clients, I knew that they would love this setup. They absolutely were enthralled with it, and enthralled with all of the details. When we got to our booth, we could barely get past our booth because the hallway was so it was filled with individuals waiting, you know, for us, and we were leaving church. So we had to really rush to get there on time, but it turned out absolutely incredible. Now I want to show you guys this super quick backdrop tip. You guys see the little bling there? That bling was from totallydazzled.com. You guys, you can take that bling mesh wrap and make little tie backs for your backdrop poles. I don't want you guys to forget about that because it is huge, and that roll of bling will go a very long way, and those bling ties look so elegant against those curtains. It is absolutely phenomenal, and the way that it blends in with the live florals were just incredible. Now I did make this live floral centerpiece from scratch. If you guys are interested in learning any of those things, definitely check us out at Luxe Academy as I go through step by step on how to create live floral centerpieces, how to price events, how to market to your customers, how to create contracts, and all of those things. Those are taught in Luxe Academy. I do have an online and an in-person version. Both of those can be found at luxeacademy.podia.com. I will leave that link down in the description box below as well. And one of the things you want to keep in mind when designing florals is that the way the florals mix with each other in terms of color is important, but also the way that the scents mix with each other are important as well. And it was absolutely divine. And speaking of divine, you know, making that tablescape come together, paying attention to all those details, it really gives a heavenly experience to the bride as she walks into the room and sees it for the very first time. So keep those things in mind. The lighting, all of those things add to the ambiance and the mood for that room. And I was able to bring in all of those design elements in one space on one table at one time and minimize my costs in order to attract future clients and future brides. Okay, you guys, so that concludes all of my tips. I will definitely do a more in-depth class. If you guys are interested in setting up for a bridal show, I can do something more in-depth in terms of how to come up with your design and all of that. I can offer that in Luxe Academy. If you're interested in a mini class like that for, you know, less than $50, definitely let me know down in the comments, and I can get that class together and get the emails sent out for you guys to sign up. Maybe I'll do a pre-sign up, so definitely let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all of your continuous and unwavering support. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to visit that Amazon live video that I'm linking down below. And also, if you would like to learn from me one-on-one, we have a live Luxe Academy April 28th through 30th. So definitely get in on that. And if you're too far to travel, we do have online classes available. Thank you so much for watching again. Until next time, it's Melanie with Living Luxuriously for Less. Cheers!